Hi. Good evening, good morning, good day to all of you who are watching right now. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And welcome to Lyra Sanchez Realty Live. Presenting real stories behind real estate. My real life client, Miss Ada Belvis, will be joining me tonight on this conversation. This is to cater to all of you who are on my BF Resort Village page. I wanted to do this live stream. Um, it would be sort of a community service in our own little way. Because, my guess is that most of you who are watching right now, adjusting my camera, is maybe you are aspiring, maybe you're planning, maybe you're thinking of buying a house here in BF Resort Village, and maybe you don't know how to go about it. Hindi nyo alam kung you don't know who to talk to, you don't know what to ask, you don't know how to ask, or you don't know why you should ask. But baka maraming questions lang that is going through your mind. And we're here, Ada and I are here to maybe shed some light to some of your questions, and also we want to share with you our experiences here living in resort. I grew up here. We moved here in 1984, and I'd like to say hi to Mr. Joff Belvis, who's watching right now. Annalisa Talampas is watching, and Joanne, who is watching right now. Thank you so much for joining us. And I grew up here in BF Resort. We moved here in 1984. So bago pa lang ang BF Resort noon. So my dad is a seaman, was a seaman. Kaya rin kami nakabili dito. Parang mga seaman lang yan nakakabili noon nung araw, nung 1980s. And so I grew up here. We moved here from the province. We were just renting a small apartment in San Pablo, Laguna. So we moved there in 1984 when I was 6 years old, and I celebrated my 7th birthday here in our village. We were the original homeowners here in our street. Kasi bago pa lang ang BF Resort noon eh. So I wanted to share my experiences of, growing up here in BF Resort. Now, tapos dito rin kami we have dito kami nakatira. I grew up here. We have also an office here on the main road naman of BF Resort since 2004. My mom's a veteran broker. She's Miss Lyra Sanchez. She's like, real estate living legend. She's the queen of real estate here in BF Resort, and I'm the heiress to her throne. I'm a second generation broker. So our office is now under my name, Lyra Sanchez Realty. So I also want to perhaps share my expert opinion, my expertise on buying or selling a house here. So if you'll feel free to interact with us. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to chat in the chat box. And so si Miss Ada naman, they moved to be a resort about 10 years ago. They were a young couple. They have 2 young children back then. Now malalaki na yung mga bata. So we learned more about why they chose to live here, kasi they're also from the province. Well, Miss Ada grew up in the province, and her husband, they're actually from Davao. So we'll ask them why they chose Las Piñas and why they chose particularly BF Resort to raise their family. So it is my honor and great privilege to introduce to you my beloved client, who has become such a dear, lovely friend. Please help me welcome Miss Ada Belvis.
Hi everyone. It's an honor for me to be your guest tonight, Lyra. Alam ko marami kang mga dito, viewers.
Yes, actually. Well, tonight nga si Mr. Joff Belvis ang ating
expectator.
ang ating viewer. Ang
I
ating
know
viewer.
expecting him to be here. Di ba?
Ang ating viewer ngayon is si Mr. Joff Belvis. Joff is the husband of Miss Ada. So he's support, moral support.
Sabi ko sa kanya
So,
kanina, be with me kasi yung technicals parang hindi ako masyado doon. Wala na eh. I-help
Thank you,
naman.
Ada.
Meron akong kodigo.
Kodigo. Kailangan may kodigo tayo.
Kailangan, mathematics yun, ba? Mass communication students, parang medyo, no?
Yeah, actually to our audience, kami po ni Ada. Hi, Joff! Ay nag-wave si Joff. Kami po ni Ada, mass communication graduate kami.
Yes.
So, si Ada ho, sabi ni Joff, nagsabi, si Ada mahilig magkwento-kwento. Mahilig magsalita. Sabi niya, kasi mass com yan.
Oo, mass com nga.
Oo. So, ayun, si Miss Ada po, they're from she grew up in Davao. So tell us about where you grew up. Tell us about where in Davao did you?
Well, I grew up in Kalinan. That's 27 kilometers outside Davao City. So sanay ako yung fresh air, yung away from the hustle and bustle of the big city. I just go to the city, to Davao City, to attend to school because I went to college there in Ateneo. So yun lang yun. I commute every day, but then I really would love to go home to somewhere peaceful ba, na hindi magulo. Kasi I was used to grow with, I used to grow up in a peaceful environment. Tapos fresh yung air, and then I could see lush greenery. Yun ang gusto ko.
Wow.
Oo, kaya
parang sarap naman doon.
Sarap naman sa inyo. Ikaw pa nakapunta ng Davao, Lyra, hindi pa?
Davao City. Okay, masaya, maganda naman. Masarap ang prutas.
Outside Davao City ako lumaki. But then after graduating from college, I worked for a time in Honda Cars Davao. Parang 2 months lang. But then I got a call from Philippine Airlines. That's why I came to Manila.
Philippine Airlines? So,
yeah, that's how I came to Manila.
Anong work mo doon?
Ground
work mo sa PAL noon? Ground
stewardess with PAL in the international airport. In NAIA. Doon sa yung old NAIA building. Doon ako na-assign. I do, actually noon kasi organic kami lahat. Organic, hindi kami yung parang agency. So we were trained for 3 months to do all the things para we can do check-in, we can man the Mabuhay Lounge, and then we could also assist passengers in the pre-boarding gates. Yun ang training namin. So I worked there in NAIA.
Wow,
that's how I came to Manila. Joffrey and I, we met here in Manila. Actually, we didn't know each other back in Davao. Hindi kami magkakilala. We don't have common sets of friends. We only met here in Manila sa boarding house. Sa boarding house.
Si Mr. Joff Belvis po is a pilot. So, did you meet sa PAL? Nag-PAL ba si Joff noon?
No. We met in the boarding house in Pasay because that's where I stayed. And then si Joffrey at that time, he was trying to renew his license because that time he is already an instructor with a local flying school in Davao. So he's already a flight instructor back then. So yun ang nire-renew niya. And then that's where we met in the boarding house.
Wow! In Pasay. Kasi nga yun ang malapit sa airport.
Yun kasi yung kasi puro yung siya nasa airport, ako din sa airport. So we chose ganyan naman talaga, di ba? Kung ano yung malapit dun sa business mo dito sa Manila. So yung yung isang village na pinakamalapit sa airport. Doon may boarding house doon. That's where we met.
So when you got married, saan kayo unang tumira?
Dito sa Manila, and then
doon sa Pasay.
Yeah, sa Pasay. But then I went home to Davao, and Geoffrey has to continue his work here. And then mga ilang months, and then I came back to Manila again. Tapos dito na kami ever since. That was 2001, 2002. So nandito na kami 2002, Manila. Pero we live in Pasay from 2002 hanggang 2006, and then 2006 we rented an apartment here in BF Resort.
How did you discover Las Piñas and BF Resort particularly?
Okay. Yeah. Kasi for some time we used to live also here in Las Piñas before pa kami naka-rent ng apartment here in BF Resort. It's somewhere there in Burgos. Alabang sa Pote Road or sa Burgos Street.
Yeah.
Kung kami nag-rent noon, we came to know about BF Resorts because one of Geoffrey's friend lives here.
Piloto.
Oo, piloto din. Kaibigan niya. Tapos,
paano niyo na-discover in Las Piñas? Dahil ba, kasi you guys, di ba, you lived in Pasay, you met in Pasay, which is so, kaya, di ba, near the airport. How did you discover Las Piñas?
Through a friend din. May friend din kaming isang pilot na he lived here. Tapos, yun nga, nakwento na maganda, malayo, not so busy. Kahit na it's a little far from airport, but then the community here is a little different from Pasay. It's more peaceful here.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Oo, tama. Kumbaga parang it's the nearest, it's the nearest to the airport na
hindi
parang
masyadong,
suburb.
Hindi masyadong busy and cluttered and
congested.
Congested. Na malapit pa rin sa place of work.
Oo. Saka yung
it's actually like the perfect place for us na para sa kanya na he works in the airport. Kasi after a busy schedule sa airport, he could go home to Las Piñas and he could relax.
Tama.
Dito, mas relaxing, and the ambience is really for relaxing. Kasi pag doon sa Pasay, although you can also relax there, but then the frenzy atmosphere is still there. Even when you sleep, ganyan, parang naririnig mo yung airplane.
Kasi nga, you're there. You're right at the airport, diba? Doon ka, Pasay. Yeah. Actually, kahit nasa may multinational ka,
narinig
sa Merville, grabe doon.
Kasi nandun yung parang dulo ng runway.
Yun. So, maingay.
Unlike here in Las Piñas, although nakikita mo pa rin yung airplane, pero malayo na.
Hindi mo na siya naririnig.
Hindi masyadong malakas. And then, ang plus din, the big thing here is maraming puno in Las Piñas.
Tama. Green.
Clean
and green.
Marami pa rin puno. Kaya,
clean and green.
It's beautiful here.
Parang it's parang ka nasa probinsya. Parang suburb nga parang city, province. Parang gano'n, it's a combination Parang it has all the conveniences of a city and also the greeneries, the fresh air, the wide, surroundings of a province. Parang gano'n It's a synergy of both of city and a province. Parang gano'n.
Oo nga, kaya 5 years into living here in Las Piñas, we felt that we have the best of both worlds. Like
tama. That's the word I was trying to.
Kasi
best of both worlds, tama.
Oo, kasi my husband can go to the airport. That's his place of work. Na he won't be traveling that far. He won't be traversing EDSA with all the traffic.
Exactly, no.
And then after a hard day's work, he could come home and rest and relax. So parang may city and then meron ding some kind of a laid back atmosphere here. So actually.
Yan ang galing. Mascom ka talaga. Best of both worlds. Yun ang iniisip ko. Parang, okay, na-summarize mo. Best of both worlds.
Makakaroon ng mga viewers mo yung nagpa-practice ng dalawa.
I-edit ko naman to mga video clips.
Oo nga, kasi parang, ano ba ito sila? Wala na.
Video clips.
Serious na. Okay.
Papa-edit ko naman to. May mga kukunin tayo, mga video clips dito. Yun ang i-ano natin. Yun ang ipopost ko.
Oo. Ang sexy ng blouse mo.
Salamat. Monica Madrigal, my official fashion designer.
Talaga?
Hello to Monica. Ito. May siya, may
flare.
Flare, ganyan. Monica Madrigal is my official fashion designer.
Maganda.
Salamat. Promote, vlogging pa.
Talaga. Diba complete package?
Syempre. So nung nag-rent muna kayo for about 5 years. Tama ba?
2006, no? 2006. Actually, we rented here in BF Resort 2 years lang. Rented for 2 years here. 2 years kami nag-rent. 2006.
2 years. Saan dito? Which street?
In Anthem Street. Anthem.
At Santa Cecilia.
That's why I came to know your office. Because I used to buy the gulay in Shelan Smart, remember?
Shelan! That's why!
Di ba may gulay dyan? May parang,
tama.
may grocery, mini grocer. I used to buy vegetables there. And then when I passed by one day, there's Lyra Sanchez Realty.
Yes. That was 10 years ago. Tama ba?
Yeah, that was I met your mother in 2008. Ang tagal na, no?
Ano ako noon? That's the year na nag-review ako for the real estate broker's exam. So that's the year that I became a real estate broker, 2008.
Pero wala ka doon, di ba? Kasi nandun, si Tita Jolly nandun.
Baka nasa review ako.
And all the agent yata and all the other agents. Puno yung office niyo.
Baka kung summer yon, I was reviewing for the board exam. April, May, I was reviewing. I became, tas the exam was late May. Lumabas yung results June. So I became a real estate broker 2008.
So, talagang si Tita Jolly pa no?
Oo. Parang I just, ano pa lang ako doon, kumbaga talagang starting
testing out. Testing the waters.
Galing mo! Testing the waters.
Siyempre, di ba, pinapakiramdaman mo kung ano ba, try ko na ito, or sige na nga, license muna, ganun.
wala naman, parang it was a time na, kasi I came from advertising, I was fired from my job when I was 29, 2007. I didn't know what to do with my life. So, in 2000, tapos pinasok ako ni Mami sa Robinson's Land kay Miss Aurora Suerte. She was my sales manager. And then doon ko na-discover yung real estate. My mom was very clever Pinasok niya ako sa Robinson's Land. Kasi nga hindi ko alam gagawin sa buhay ko. But I just knew na ayoko na maging empleyado. Sabi ko, sige, try mo lang yan. Hindi ka naman empleyado dyan Parang dependent contractor, parang ganun ka doon. Tapos, sabi ko parang okay to. Well, flyering pa so hindi ko type yung nagpa-flyering sa mall kasi nakakahiya. Pero anyway, it was a good training. 4 months ako doon. It was good training. Yung maganda naman yung training nila kasi ang tawag doon sa training nila, Millionaires Orientation Program, ganyan. So parang, gusto ko maging millionaire. So okay yung pagka-branding nila. Okay yung training nila. It was a good training. It was a good starting ground for me to be exposed in real estate doon sa Robinson's Land. And tapos, noong mga 4 months, wala akong benta. Tapos,
ganun talaga.
Pagod ako sa kaka-flying kasi nakatayo ka buong araw sa mall. And then, tapos na-realize ko, sabi ko, bakit ba hindi ako maging real estate broker tulad ng nanay ko? And then, so that was Easter of 2008 na na-realize ko. Sabi ko, Ma, gusto ko na maging real estate broker tulad mo. Sabi ng nanay ko, hi, salamat. din tong anak ko.
Kaya nga, that was so clever of Tita Jolly to let you get the feel of it na hindi manggagaling sa kanya, 'di ba? Para manggagaling sa iyo yung determination that you want to go into real estate. Tsaka alam ko yung parang when you said it that way na parang ganun ang ginawa ni Tita Jolly sa iyo, parang na-apply mo yan. Remember how you approach us, 'di ba? Pinakita mo sa amin yung pinakita mo sa amin yung house na yun talaga ang price, na yung original price na gusto namin, 'di ba, for this house. Para makita namin na ito lang pala yung equivalent ng gusto namin. So this house is much way up than what that's how you get to let people understand, let them get a feel of it para sila mismo magsasabi na
let them realize.
Oo. Let them discover themselves. Oo.
Parang let them convince, parang they're the ones who are convincing themselves.
Diba? Mo na lang sa kanila.
Yeah. So that year you bought your first home, yung sa Calaw. Huwag natin sabihin yung street.
Oo. Ayun.
Huwag na pala natin sabihin yung street. You bought your first home. Yun, you bought your first home. How did you parang go about that process of buying your first home?
Kasi we were renting na this house also in BF Resort for 2 years, and then Jeffrey is the accountant. Kasi accounting din naman natapos niya. So, siya yung magaling sa computation. Yan talaga ang course niya. Tapos, parang feeling na he was computing na the money is being wasted on rent. Because eventually, yung rented place will never be ours. So, feel ni Jeff na it's time we should get something na in the long run will be ours kahit na we will be paying for it monthly. Pero kasi the goal is it will be yours. Diba? It will be ours.
Yes, exactly.
And then he was explaining it to me. And then ako naman, I managed the house. So, I was buying gulay, Shalan Smart. Tapos, nakita ko, mayroong Lyra Sanchez Realty. So, I went in. Afternoon yun. Maalala ko talaga afternoon. Kaya, ang daming mga agent, tita Jad, doon nakaupo. Tapos siya nandun sa table niya. I think the color that time was orange pa, di ba? Orange pa yung, yung office niya.
Yeah.
Tapos, sabi ko, I would like to buy a house. Sabi namin na ganyan, ilan kayo sa family? We are only 4. I have 2 kids, ganyan, blah blah blah. Anong gusto? Ilang room? Yung the basic questions when you want a house. How many rooms? The square, the area. And then the question, Tita Jolly said, magkano budget mo? And Tita Jolly, di ba? So direct. But that's a good thing, di ba? Para we'll not be hitting around the bush.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your budget? At that time, I have no budget. Being bago, first time pa lang kaming bibili. Rent lang. And then Geoffrey was the one managing the finances, the rent. Mrs. Sanchez, I have no budget. I don't know.
Sky's the limit.
Sabi niya, wala tayong pag-uusapan. Isabihin mo muna yung budget, sabi niya. Sabi ko, okay, babalik na lang po ako. Sabi ko, babalik na lang po ako. Kasi wala akong kaalam-alam that you need to have a budget when you are looking for a house. Baligtad pala. Dapat pala may budget ka, no?
Parang kasi actually, how did you go about finding out your budget? What's the process like? How did you know?
Ganun nga ang nangyari with the first house here that we bought, yung hindi na talaga rented. Parang my husband and I, we just come to an agreement that the house should be, halimbawa, 5 mil or 4 million. Ganyan. And then we don't know na meron pa pala mga ibang fees. Add-ons, di ba? Hindi namin alam, meron pa pala madami yun, hindi lang
Are you talking about the documentary stamp tax? Yun, transfer tax, registration fee, ganun.
We were really clueless back then.
Being a first-time home buyer.
Oo. Wala kaming ganun pala.
Did you have the broker then? Did you have the broker?
Wala
Or
din.
direct kayo kay doon sa builder, doon sa may-ari?
Oo, direct. Actually, kasi my eldest daughter is enrolled in Bloomfield Academy.
During that time.
During that time. So every morning, parang when my husband has his day off, we would drive to the school, get Gail, and then we would drive around BF Resort. Tingin-tingin ng mga house, tingin-tingin. Hanggang we come to that street na with a beautiful white house. Sabi ko, ay, gusto ko yan. Talagang ganun, di ba? Parang clueless talaga na, gusto ko yan. But the problem is, walang number. Walang number actually. Basta ikot-ikot lang kami. We were just driving around BF Resort. And then, in one of our road trips here, we saw a number na nakapaski lang sa wall na agent looking for a house, agent, tapos my cell phone number. And then I saved the number and then we called that number sa gabi. And then it so happened na I like the sound of her voice. Parang mabait naman. Tsaka parang okay. So go. We met with that agent and then siya na din naghanap. Nag-tour pa kami here para sa mga ibang bahay. And then we ended up buying that house in here, yung the first house that we have here in BF Resort.
Through her.
Through her. Parang ganun lang. Wala talagang it's just like we were just walking and then just being clueless about the rules of the game. Basta we just want to buy a house. Na kaya ng budget namin. Parang basta we just want to buy a house na kaya ng budget namin and then yung iba bahala na. It was really risky on our part, di ba?
Kasi actually for those who are watching na yung parang yung finding out your budget. For those na, kung cash buyer kayo, yung okay, kayo na, di ba? May budget talaga kayo kung cash kayong bibili. Pero kung for those na loan naman, you reach a stage in your career na medyo mataas yung sweldo nyo, medyo mga 250,000 na yung sweldo nyo. Tapos gusto nyo nang bumili ng bahay, pwede tayo magpa-pre-evaluate sa banko. Like I have a partner bank na they can do that free of charge for us. I just need your to fill out the form and to your certificate of employment with compensation and your ID. Kasi what they can do for us is they can do a name check for you. Check yung name para malaman kung meron kayong canceled cards before, kung nahilahan kayo ng kotse, na-foreclosean kayo ng bahay. Kung clear yung name nyo, di okay, pwede kayo mag-loan. Then second, they can find out how much you can loan based on your income. Para mag-guide din tayo kung ano ba yung mga price range ng mga bahay na titingnan natin, di ba? Hindi yung nanguhula tayo, ganun.
I think during that time, wala talaga. We didn't have that kind of support during that time. Siguro din that the agent, well, thanks to her, we got that house. Iba din yung style na, ganun din. Basta she just toured us around, nagtutur-tour lang kami sa BF Resort. Ito yung budget, ito yung gusto nyo, ganyan lang. But then, maganda yung style mo, Lai, na pwedeng evaluate, no? Before.
Pre-evaluation or pre-approval for a loan. Kasi parang, for us to find out then, if you can truly loan. Kasi parang ang daming, mamasyal lang, di ba, tingin-tingin lang ng bahay, tapos they, in their minds, ito yung budget nila.
Parang kami, that's us.
Parang kayo noon. Pero kayo naman kasi, qualified naman talaga kayo mag-loan, fortunately, di ba? Pero kayo na nag-asikaso ng loan ninyo. Tama ba?
That agent also, when we decided na we are really going for that house, she handled everything from the loan, the transfer, and everything na din. Also with a bank, because parang may partner din siya na bank. Na parang yun yung mas comfortable siya to transact with. So we also go with that bank. And then it so happened that we had a peaceful and maganda namang relationship with that bank. Kasi natapos namin yung house in ilan ba yung house namin?
Last year, di ba?
10 years.
10 years to pay.
Natapos namin siya 2018. 10 years.
Year before we bought your new house, your second home.
Natapos na namin siya ng 1 year.
Wow.
And then, parang isip-isip kami kung what's next. And then here you are. You came one Sunday. Sunday yun eh. Una tayong after church. After church. Talagang pinagdasal pa, no? Pinagdasal.
You discovered the house kasi it's in your neighborhood lang eh.
Yeah, actually.
Tama ba? Tama ba? You were, kasi di matapos kayo 2018, tapos parang isip nyo ba na parang, lumalaki na yung mga, kasi teenagers na si Gail sa si Wayne eh, di ba? So parang, you need a bigger home, parang medyo, you know, it's you need the bigger space for your growing children. Tama ba?
We really felt the need to look for a bigger house because yung years that the kids were growing, kasama palagi friends there. All their friends are going in and going out of the house. Tapos there were times nga na I was in my bedroom and then I heard mga kaluskus sa baba. May mga tao. Akala ko nandun na yung mga anak ko. Yun pala ang friends na una. Kasi nasa school pa yung anak ko. Sabi na, tita, nauna na lang kami kasi wala pa. Sige, it's okay. Feel at home. Ganon. So, we felt na the house that we love so much felt smaller after 10 years.
Because the kids got bigger.
Yeah, the kids got bigger.
Kasi they were so small. No?
And then, also siguro yung mga gamit, kasi mahilig ako sa mga di ba? Dekorasyon. Parang, ang na siya, masikip na yung space. That's why, ganun din, I was walking from the house to Mercury Drug. Kasi I was going to buy medicines that time. It was July. Naalala ko pa July 2019. I was walking kasi alam mo na, ang hirap ng parking sa Mercury Drug, BF.
Meaning, sabihin natin, Miss Ada, sa audience natin, that we actually have our own Mercury Drug inside BF Resort.
Yeah, we have.
Which is just walking distance lang po from Miss Ada's house, actually.
Yeah, we have our own Mercury Drug here in BF Resort. But it just so happened on a Sunday, it would get busy there, so ang parking will be so difficult. So I decided to just walk from the house to Mercury Drug kasi bibili na ako ng gamot. And then I saw this beautiful blue house. Na, sabi ko, wow, ang ganda ng bahay. I was always walking that street, pero hindi ko siya napansin noon kasi siguro you repainted it na, no?
Yeah,
kasi
we did.
You were the exclusive
broker of the owner.
Of that the owner. So you repainted it siguro kasi
Yes.
There was no blue house back then when I was walking palagi dyan sa street na yan. Tapos biglang all of Bulaga, may blue house na maganda and then it was bigger. Oh my bigger house tapos blue. But then the one thing that catch my eye was yung color ng blue niya reminds me of the French blue in Paris, in France. Kaya, reminds me of yung mga nakikita ko doon.
Parang powder blue.
Powder blue.
Diba?
Parang powder blue na French blue.
French blue. Parang sabi mo nga it's the French contemporary yung design pala na house.
So sabi ko may isang number lang doon di ba? Nakalagay. So sabi try natin, tingnan natin sa loob. But yung time na yon, we were not yet decided to give up to transfer to a new house. Parang feel lang namin na it would be so nice to have a bigger house na with backyard na may garden. Ganun lang feeling namin. Tapos when I saw the blue house, sabi ko, tawagan mo yung agent kasi let's take a look what's inside. Ganun lang
Oh.
yun. Let's take a look. Ganun talaga magsisimula, di ba? Let's take a
Hindi,
look. Ano?
parang ano lang, parang you're not really sure if you wanna move. Parang
Yeah,
if you
not
wanna
really sure.
move, parang gano'n.
Tsaka I was just intrigued kasi ang color ng house nga, parang mga house sa Europe. Tapos sabi ko, gusto kong tingnan sa loob. Gusto kong tingnan.
Curious, you were curious.
Curious ako. Tapos Sunday yun eh, yung kayo,
Oo,
tsaka ni Tito
oo.
Rafi.
Yeah, yeah.
Kasi si Tita Jolly, sabi mo, nasa church sa Prex.
Oo.
Sabi ko, okay. So kami na lang. Galing kaming church din noon.
Oo, oo. Tama. Tama.
And then when you open the house, oh my God, when I entered the house, there, I felt really, sabi ko, ay, ang ganda kung ito ang house ko.
Pero did you feel at home? Did you feel parang, this is it, this is my house?
Yeah, yung, the moment I stepped into this house, na bare, walang laman, di ba? Talagang only walls, empty walls, lang, room. Sabi ko, it would be so nice if I live in this house. But then, I'm also realistic. So, parang, I try to stop my imagination. So, kaya, let's go up. Let's go inside the rooms. Let's get a tour. And then, when we went to see the backyard, ang ganda. I was blown away when I saw the
blown away.
Yeah, when I saw the backyard, it's so beautiful. Kahit na ang laman nun was only a bougainvillea and then my parang lime tree, yun lang yung laman nun. But then the expanse of the background, it was so beautiful.
Meron ka ba diyang sige ba may mga videos dyan of the house? Gusto niyo bang ipakita? Do you wanna share screen or something?
Yeah, I have a picture. Kanina, pinicturean ko habang maliwanag. Pero hindi ako marunong. Paano ba to? Sige.
Or you can send it to me or...
i-send ko sa iyo sa Messenger ba? Or saan ba?
Sige. Let's give it a shot.
Picture
or video. Let's see kung pwede natin mapalabas dito.
Oo nga, kung pwede ba mapalabas nila. Para habang kung maliwanag.
Here we can take a little break. Let's take a break muna. We'll just take a short break lang po. Miss Ada, while you're preparing, we'll just take a commercial break.
Okay, sige.
All right, see you later.
Sige. See you, Lai.
See you. We're just gonna take a quick break. Commercial break po muna tayo. See you in a few minutes. We're back. Hello. We're back. Hello, we're back. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll now put Miss Ada back on air. Ada.
Hi.
We're back.
We're back nga no? Did you put the picture to
Hold on. I'll take a look at it. See if I can. French Mediterranean, yung house ni Miss Ada. It's 400 square meters. It has a huge garden. Parang 100 square meters nga yung garden niya eh.
Ilan nga ba yun? No? Hindi ko nga alam kung ilan ba.
Parang ganun, 100.
Kung
Let's try to
yung
share
garden,
screen.
no?
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Ang bongga.
Well, thanks to you, we wouldn't be able to get this house, kung hindi sa tulong mo.
Yay.
You know, every morning before every morning when we drink coffee, we were always looking at the house and the surrounding and the garden. Palagi kaming nakatingin kasi that's our own little space na there are trees, fresh air, with greenery na gusto namin noon. Di ba? Where I used to grow up in that kind of setting.
In Davao, yeah.
Tapos ngayon, parang it's so nice to have this space na we could call our very own.
Wow, ito na po ang mga pictures. This is the garden. This is about maybe 100 square meters.
100 yan, no?
100 ba yan? Maybe, it's huge. 100, maybe 100, a million. 100 square meters. This is ito yung likod ng bahay. Going to the garden. Ayan ang French blue. French Mediterranean. French contemporary. Tama ba?
Parang siya. Mediterranean actually ang design ng house.
French Mediterranean.
The color is only like French blue.
Mm-hmm.
But the design is Mediterranean.
It's actually interesting that you like Mediterranean design kasi parang modern kasi yung house ninyo eh. That your first house is modern. Kayo yung unang modern eh.
Yeah.
Na gawa nila, di ba? Gawa nila.
And I think yan din siguro. And I think yan din siguro iniisip mo, di ba? When we first met, na bakit gustong-gusto niya yung ganitong bahay. Galing na siya sa
isang modern. Gawa ka na sa modern. Kasi nauna kayong naging modern. Wow, this is a nice shot.
Kanina yun, ako maliwanag pa. Kasi pag gabi, I could not get that shot pag gabi na kasi warm white yung light ko.
This is from the balcony.
Oh, yeah. Tama.
So this is the front garden. So the house has this parang grand entrance this front garden. Dalawang garahe niya. May garahe dito, 2 cars, and the other, yung side na yan.
Pwede din garahe.
2, 3, 4 cars.
Oo.
That's a nice shot.
Going back to your question, bakit gusto ko Mediterranean?
Yeah.
Actually, for 10 years, from 2008 to 2018, we lived in a modern house. Na nakikita mong white, tapos the design is no frills, no curves, just plain white house.
Straight lines.
Na may industrial gate na gano'n. Kasi in 2008 actually no one was considering that house that we bought kasi parang sabi nila they couldn't understand that house. Kami naman, when I saw that house, I like the house kasi it's new, it's unique. Tapos hanggang naging uso na ngayon halos lahat when you drive around BF Resort now, you will see all the houses.
Exactly.
Like a version of the modern houses na yung nakikita mo. But then, okay lang kasi yan naman talaga ang uso ngayon eh. Karamihan ganyan ang uso. Well, for me, yung question mo, bakit nagustuhan ko? Kasi from 2014 to 2017, 2018, we were going on a vacation. Every summer, we go. Ang napuntahan namin na favorite namin, Europe. Tapos, lahat ng bahay doon, ganun ang style. Tapos, sabi ko, every turn, every corner, syempre, Europe classics, yung mga makaluma. And architecture, yung lumang design, lumang ganun. You see it everywhere. Ganun na sabi ko, okay, maganda. Because there is art in the pillars, that the house. There is art in the pillars. There is art in the the windows, hindi lang plain na gano'n. Meron pang levels of the molding. Merong intricate design that goes into every detail. Ganon yun. Tapos sabi ko, okay, maganda. Maganda yun. Tapos, eto na, the kids, si Gail, my eldest is in senior high, and then yung youngest ko, yung boy is already in high school. So, hindi na magkatugma yung mga schedules nila in school. So, in other words, we cannot go on a vacation because iba-iba ng schedule nila. So, hindi na kami nakabakasyon. Then, I began to miss the houses in Europe. Namimiss ko yung mga bahay sa Paris, yung bahay sa Nice, sa Monaco. Parang, I began to miss them. And then when I saw this house, this blue house, it reminded me of our summers in Europe. Na parang, kahit sa bahay na lang, hindi na ako makabalik. Lalo na ngayon, it's pandemic. There's no way you can travel to other parts of the world. So at least, I still have the house. And I could recreate our experiences in the corners of our house. So yung sala is like French style. The dining room is like a rustic parang English cottage. Ganon. English cottage yan, ganyan. Italian naman ang style ng dining room. Italian inspired because of the chandelier. Ganyan. So, every bit, yan ito naman, French casual.
Yeah. Wow, it's so wonderful. Parang French you can travel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I cannot travel, so why not? Why not recreate the places that I love here in every corner of my house? Para may remembrance ba? Para may remembrance ako.
Galing. That's so wonderful, ano? And to be quarantined in such a beautiful home. How was it to be quarantined in your dream home na para kang nasa France?
Ikaw nga, I was telling you na, naku, Lyra, it was really a good thing that we got the house before all of this happened.
Yeah, November.
Because if I imagine the first house that we have, it was only a 119 square area of a land. The floor area was 165 something. So maliit lang yung unang bahay namin. If we were quarantined there for 2 months, April and May, siguro nabaliw na kami. Siguro sa kwarto, sala, because we have no backyard in the first house. So, 2 months kaming nakakulong na ganon. We would have gone crazy. We would have gone crazy. And then, lahat siguro nagawa na namin. We don't have a backyard na para mag-cook out. Like here, when we were here, because of the spacious backyard, ang dami namin activity. Sabi ko nga, if the kids are going on an online schooling, I can conduct home economics class here in our home. Kasi during lockdown, we made a garden. We planted tomatoes. We planted talong, eggplant, basil, and all the herbs na ginagamit ko when I cook. And then, my husband also, eventually, kasi there was, wala masyadong work. So, he indulged in one of his passion, that is cooking. So, every other day, we will have a cookout, nagba-barbecue sa backyard. And then, my son would do his workout also sa likod. And then, my daughter would hang out with me sa likod. So, we had a very, actually, to be sensitive with others. Pero, I hate to admit it that we had a very productive and happy quarantine here. And then we were satisfied na we were not itching to go out. We're just content to be here. Okay, when they said it's a lockdown, no going out, well, fine. We'll just amuse ourselves here. We found so many ways to amuse ourselves here. Actually.
Wow. Buti na lang nakabili na tayo ng bahay ng November pa lang last year.
Oo nga, no? Kaya sabi ko nga, November ba yun, no?
November.
July tayo nag-meet, no? July, and then November. Oo nga, November. Sabi ko nga, maybe it's really yung parang it's written in the stars that I will have this house. No, kasi we didn't know that a pandemic is going to happen.
Yeah,
All the things that
no
happened.
one knew.
Tapos, we were able to get the house just in time.
Just in time.
Before everything, before all else. Di ba after, yung Taal Volcano pa, ibilangin mo yun, di ba? A week after nag-blessing tayo dito, di ba?
January, that was January, right?
Di ba nag-house blessing tayo,
after your
January
birthday.
Oo, nagtaal
that was your birthday.
na.
Yeah.
And then ngayon, ganyan, hanggang ngayon. And then December 8, this coming December, it's going to be our first year in this house.
Wow, that's so amazing. Happy first anniversary to all of us.
To all of us, thank you nga, Lyra, kasi you were very instrumental to all of this. Kasi had we not met you, siguro we will not be able to get this house. I know you went to leaps and bounds for us. Kasi, di ba, it's so impossible, di ba, na the price was this one and this is our budget. But how did we come to an agreement? Like, in this midpoint? It's all because of you. I didn't know how you do it, but then ang galing. You really made a dream for us. You really made a dream come true for us last year. Kasi, di ba nga, we were not planning to buy the house. We just want to take a look what's inside.
Ang galing. Actually, when I met you, and you said that you love that. Actually, the second time, parang the first time, parang you liked that. Parang the second time, parang I got, what I got from you was you love the house. And parang yung budget lang Parang you have this set budget.
Kasi remember, yun nga, our budget was just this, kind of amount. And then, hindi namin kaya. Like, I will really say it that we could not afford this house because this is way beyond our budget. Tapos, di ba, you toured us to another house, another property na ito yung house na yun yung value ng amount na yung budget nyo ganito.
Yung budget mine. Ito yun.
Ito yun. Tapos sa funny day, di ba, nandun si Tita Jolly kasama natin. Tapos, the owner of the house was explaining that this is the dining room and everything. Tita Jolly was saying, ang init dito. Do not tie. Let's go to the house here, this house. Kasi, ang init. Sabi ko, oo nga naman, kasi, Tita Jolly made a point na a modern house na ganito, although a bigger one, that property was bigger than our first house.
Yes,
you need to have it air conditioned para may flow of air. And Tita Jolly was explaining na no one can live with an air condition every day. Magkakasakit ka. Tsaka ang bulsa mo, magkakasakit din. Di ba? Kung buong araw ka nagka-air condition. Sa amin, Tita Jolly, mas maganda talaga yung presko, yung hangin mo. And then she was also explaining na yung mga ibang properties that comes with a new flat screen TV, di ba? May mga bagong style ngayon, di ba?
I know what you
mean. Na they sell this house that comes with a flat screen TV and mga kung ano-anong mga appliances. And your mother was explaining to me, yan, Ada, napapag-ipunan yan. Mabibili niyo din yan in a year or two, but then you have to consider the size of the lot and the house. Kasi yan, pag binili mo na yung smaller one, tapos ito yung price na konti na lang sa bigger na property, malulugi ka kasi you cannot hindi mo pa rin sabihin na next time na lang yung mas malaki kasi you're talking about a big amount of money here. So, dapat pag-isipan mo talaga. Kasi nga, yung mga appliances, napapag-ipunan nga, tama nga naman yung Tita Jolly, di ba? I-consider din pala yun. Yung bang, wag kang you don't get distracted with all the appliances kasi The point is you are going to buy a house, not appliances.
Exactly. I know the house that you're referring to.
Kasi yung nagsabi sa amin na may bahay dyan, tapos kasali na yung aircon, kasali na yung mga mga flat screen.
Oo.
Tapos yung iba, di ba, wow, maano kaagad niya na, ay, ang ganda, kasama nga yung TV, may kasama na. But the real point is, you're buying a house, not appliances.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? When I find out, I'm kind of hearing myself, naka-ano ka ba? Naka-speaker ka ba? I'm kind of, parang naririnig ko sarili ko.
May problem ba sa
Hello?
May technical person.
Ayan. Hello. Okay. Ito kasi ito yung mga i-edit na natin eh. So, ito yung mga sound bites na natin na i-edit ko na.
Okay.
Kaya ayan. Kaya dapat maganda na yung audio. I think also when you said that you love the house, when I realized that, when I found out about it, I think I told, at tapos nag-viewing na tayo, di ba? We showed you that house na within your budget, and then we went back to Casa de Azul, tama ba?
That's what I finally call this house. So.
Casa de Azul, tama ba? Casa de Azul.
La Casa Azul.
Casa Azul, tama. Casa Azul. That's the French Mediterranean house. When I found out na, when viewing na tayo doon for your, they told me that it was your dream house.
Oo nga.
And you told, and then I found out from Joff na ito yung budget, kumbaga. Ito yung parang approved loanable amount yata for that. Actually, parang napa-appraise na natin yun beforehand eh. Parang July pa lang eh. Tapos parang hindi umabot yung...
Hindi umabot sa yung gusto namin na,
Yeah. So parang when you told me about it, and when I found out about yung financial situation, the loanable amount, I think what I learned about from my mom is that to be solution oriented. I think that's aside from being a good crisis manager, is to also always be on solution mode, to be solution oriented, to be responsive and not reactive to situations or to problems, to concerns. So on that day na I found out about it, na gusto mo yung bahay, tapos yung what's holding you back is the loanable amount.
Oo. Kasi we don't want to shell out a big amount from our savings. Kasi my husband is always the practical one. When he budgets things like this only goes for this one, we will not get money from the savings because he always thinks that if worst comes to worst, or if it's just an emergency, we won't be having a liquid amount na to spend for emergencies. Kaya yun yung problema that time. I love the house so much, but then feeling ko it's not for me kasi I cannot afford the house. So sabi ko, oh, what the heck? Maybe this is the last time I'm gonna see Lyra. So I just have to be honest with her na, kulang Lai kasi hindi talagang gano'n. Kaya sinabi ko, we were talking, naalala ko na yan, pinag-usapan natin yan doon sa garden.
Yes, we were
doon tayong dalawa. Hinawakan ko pa yung walls. Sabi ko, ang ganda-ganda nito, gusto ko, pero kulang talaga yung budget. Tapos ang sabi mo, hayaan mo, let me find a way, sabi mo. I'll find a way. Sabi mo, kakausapin ko yung may-ari. Yung magbibigay ka ng parang deal.
Yeah.
With the owner, kung paano. Then that's how Lyra Sanchez magic. Hindi ko na alam kung anong sinabi mo sa kanya. Sa kanila.
It's also, I think, being solution oriented and finding ways on how to go about it. Like I think I was, di ko alam kung I was the one who suggested to Joff, or Joff and I came up with a solution na kasi
Ikaw,
yung bank,
actually.
ako ba yun?
Oo, doon tayo sabi mo, hayaan mo na, sige, I'll find a way. Sabi mo, I'll talk with I give a good deal to Mrs. yung may-ari, di ba? Kay ate, sabi mo, kay tita, sabi mo, let's go inside the house. Tapos, doon tayo sa master's bedroom nun eh. Nagbubukas-bukas tayo ng mga cabinet. Tapos sinabi mo kay Joff na, ganito, Job, what if I will tell Tita, Evelyn, ganyan, tapos how about you talk with the company, kung then that's how you suggested to him na, ganito kaya ang gawin natin, let's try kung anong result.
Wow, no.
Doon yun sa master's bedroom yun.
I think it was I think I had this divine inspiration that time na parang to come up with a solution. Like, okay, parang, sabi ko kay Joff na parang, Joff, why don't you try to talk to the owner of bossing natin, di ba? Yung bossing natin doon sa company mo, na para tulungan ka naman na itaas yung loanable amount mo. And at the same time, ako naman dito with the seller, I'll, like what you said, I'll work my magic on how to medyo kind of meet halfway. To get a good deal, to meet halfway na parang you have a higher loanable amount, and then we're kind of like siguro parang negotiate for the price and meet halfway. And diba? So I think it was a divine inspiration that I had during that time, that to make it work. I think also it's my profession, my business, it's not just my destiny, it's not just my birthright, it's my purpose, but it also has become my mission to help those, to make dreams come true. Like your dream, I wanted to help you. I wanted to make your dream come true. I made it my mission to fulfill it. And that's
what makes you. Sige mo na lang.
Go ahead. Ito na yun, pang ito yung i-edit natin. Sige, go ahead.
Sabi ko nga, that's what makes your work, yung sa'yo, yung Lyra Sanchez Realty, unique. Kasi, di ba nga, I've met with other agents before, di ba, nakatour na ako. And also in Davao, we also acquired properties there na may mga agent din ganyan, but there's only one kind of Lyra Sanchez Realty technique na that makes it so unique, and I'm so honored and proud that I came to know you. Kasi if it happens na hindi ikaw nga ang agent, we would not be able to get this house. Yung style nyo kasi, yung style mo na parang I've come to parang admire, not love, really admire, na you present solution na hindi lang basta, sige, tour, ito, house 1, house 2, house 3, and then budget, then bank loan, cash, okay, tapos na, then tawagan mo ako, ma'am, kung okay na ba, okay, go ba tayo, hindi. You're not like that, no? You treat each, client and a house as your own, na para bang, kung gusto niya, okay, let's find a way. Kung gusto niya talagang ganyan, kung kaya naman, why not, di ba? If you can help a person, or kung hindi lang namin nakikita that time kung ano ang ibang style, but then you have other ways of acquiring this house, you offered it to us. Some agents don't offer that one because ang kanila hanggang doon lang, basta mapakita yung bahay, price, and then stop. Then, sa inyo iba, nag-present kayo ng solution, tumulong pa kayo kung ito kaya, kung hindi makuha sa plan A, plan B, di ba may plan B pa tayo, plan A, plan B pa yung mga term natin noon. So, kaya nga ang ganda. And I think it's because, Lyra, you have your passion in what you do. Kasi kung halimbawa, yung feel mo lang na ito na talaga ang trabaho mo, ganyan lang, you would just be like the mainstream realty agents here in BF Resort, but you're a broker. Ganun pala yun. You just be like the mainstream brokers here. And sa'yo, it's iba because you really have the passion for what you do. That's why because of what you do, ang efficiency mo, yung the way yung work ethics mo, it's so admiring. Na parang, grabe, wala akong masabi, hands down, kasi nga, you love what you do, and then you love helping also, and then, di ba kasi I know you are happy when people will be able to reach their dreams, just like us, di ba, na nakuha namin yung gusto namin. We were happy, and so are you. You were happy for us.
Exactly. It has become my mission now to help people who want to help themselves. Of course, you have to cooperate. Or for those of you who are watching, if you want to buy a house, you want to fulfill your dream of buying a particular house. Well, first of all, you have to be qualified to do so, and you have to cooperate, and you have to help yourself, and we have to help each other make that dream come true. So you really have to make time and to exert effort, like how Joff and Anna did, and Ada did. They really exhausted all options as well, to increase their loanable amount. So
And then also din yung computation. Computation, grabe, compute.
Yes, it's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. To those who are watching, it's really a teamwork. It's a teamwork. You have to cooperate also. You have to make time and exert effort to accomplish all the requirements. Lalo na kung mga bank loan, ang daming requirements.
Patience din. You should have the patience also na pag halimbawa, kailangan itong pirma na ito or papers na ito. So, tumulong din kasi there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved sa bahay.
Exactly.
Ang daming papeles. So, pag halimbawa yung isa, hindi makuha, hindi ma-accomplish in just one day, meron ganon, matagal, days, weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Teamwork talaga, passion, and then yung determination mo na talagang kung yan talaga ang gusto mo, you have really to be determined and then pray. Yun din.
Tama. Oo. It's also, I think, I think I do have the best job in the world because I help people fulfill their dreams. Because buying a house is the most expensive and the biggest investment that you're going to make in your whole entire life. And I think I do have the best job in the world because I see people fulfill their dreams of buying their dream home. And I'm so happy and fulfilled to see you guys enjoying your quarantine life in your beautiful home. Nakakatawa. It's so fulfilling.
Thank you. So pero ano pa to? Everything is still a work in progress. Hindi naman ako talaga bumili ng isang parang from the brochure. Dahan-dahan, like itong room, ito ang style dito, dahan-dahan. Para I want kasi na this house to evolve with me. Yes. Na parang kung ano, stages in our lives, ito siya, ito yung na-acquire namin. Para when you look back, like the first house that we have, it was, I had a difficult time saying goodbye to it bago nag-turn over. Pumunta ako doon the night before nag-turn over tayo. I bid the house one last goodbye. And then the walls, the empty walls are like photographs na nandun yung mga memories namin, yung mga anak ko lumaki, yung hagdanan, nandun yung anak ko umaakyat, takbo-takbo. But then I was so happy na din because the new owner, I know will take care of the house. And then he also, yun din na what attracted me to that buyer is that he said he loved the house just like sa amin, di ba? When I said, I love the house, I love this house so much. Di ba? Makikita mo na doon, when a person says he loves the house, may determination talaga yan na talagang hindi siya, yung hindi lang ba yung parang, okay na, sige, kung hindi akin, wag na. Ganun.
Kumbaga hindi walang ano parang hindi determined, 'di ba? Walang
parang mawawalan yun ng
conviction,
gano'n.
walang
Oo, conviction 'pag gano'n. Iba talaga 'pag gano'n. So, yung parang feel mo na, I really love this house. Kaya ako din dito sa new house, I want this house to be decorated na paunti-unti, dahan-dahan, na as we grow older, this house also will evolve with us. Gusto kong gano'n ang style niya. Para 'pag tumanda kami, I could really say na, "Oh, that house is mine." Ganyan ko siya inalagaan.
tama, oo.
Mm.
Ito na, ayusin natin yung soundbite natin. Ito na yung itong i-edit. Kasi kanina medyo naglalag
Talaga, akin kaya yun?
Oo.
Akin yung naglalag yata ako sa game.
Ako muna, tapos ikaw, okay? I just want
Sige.
to ako muna. Magsa-soundbite. Ito yung mga i-edit natin, okay? Buti na lang wala
Sige.
masyadong nanonood ngayon. Kasi wala,
Sige.
I'm not on my personal page. Kung nasa personal page ako, ang dami dong mga friends ko nanonood. We're on our BF Resort page. So ito, I just want to honor and thank you, Ada and Joff, for just being, I think, the best clients in the world and just the nicest people.
Oh my God. Totoo.
The best. You guys are the best. As a buyer, very cooperative. You're a team player. You are very open to suggestions and recommendations. You made it easy for me to come up with solutions. And as a seller naman, you were very patient during the lockdown, during the quarantine, because
7 months, no?
yeah. Since we met our buyer in Feb, actually, we met him in Feb, and you were. Thank you for choosing me as your exclusive broker for your house. It was my honor and pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to a lifelong friendship with you and Joff and your two beautiful children who are now teenagers, si Gail and Dwayne. I'm really looking forward to witnessing so many milestones in your home, in your family life. I really just want to honor you and thank you for being such wonderful people, for being the best people and the nicest people I know. Thank you so much. And God bless you. God bless you and your family. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Ayan. Ikaw naman. Yun ang soundbite natin.
Okay.
Yun naman, testimonial. Kasi yun ang testimonial to sa website ko, sa lahat ng mga social media Okay, game. Tahimik lang ako.
Well, to all those young couples or yung kahit na not so young couples who are planning to buy a house here in BF Resort, I would highly recommend that you consult Lyra Sanchez in her office or Lyra Sanchez Realty because she's really the best in her game. Based from my experience kasi, she will go to leaps and bounds to help you. Tapos, she will offer you many options ng as you go along acquiring a house, you will also learn many things from her. Na she's very efficient, si Lyra. Grabe, kahit saan ka magpunta, there will be many praises for her. Even the bank in Makati. Grabe yun. They were all praises for you, Lyra, sa Metro Bank. And also, Lyra Sanchez Realty, I think offers a new kind of new style of selling houses here. Actually, selling houses is an old tradition, old profession. Actually, most housewives will go into selling houses. But then, with Lyra, may bago siya mga style. During this time na pandemic, like we have to consider our health. We cannot go on house touring all the time. She will offer you a house tour na may gamit yung mga yung mga drones niya. Oo. May mga drones siya, meron pa siyang mga videos, meron pa siyang mga picture na
professional photos.
Oo, photos na it's like going personally to the place, but then you get the feel of the place because may marami siyang mga bagong style and techniques. And not only that, she really has the passion in giving you your dream houses here in BF Resort. And then, and for us, we gain a friend in her. Kaya nga sabi ko, it's not just us na kami, we were so thankful to Lyra, and Lyra was thanking us na we were the best buyer daw. So I was laughing kasi sabi ko, oh, we were thinking that time na, baka pinapahirapan na natin si Lyra. Kasi our case was really impossible. We could not meet the price of this house. But then you see, nothing is impossible if you believe in your dreams. And then when you pray, and then when you meet the right person to help you, that's Lyra Sanchez. So, lahat kayo, if you want any help when it comes to real estate, just ask Lyra and she will have all the answers for you.
Bongga!
Thank you, Lai, for all your help. No, hindi. Totoo yun. That's all for you. Kasi ang bait mo. Tapos, ang bait mo sa amin actually. Tapos, ngayon, I love this house really. I'm happy. Yung happy ba na, I think it's not happiness, I think it's joy. There's a difference, di ba?
Wow. And on that, I want to thank everyone who is watching right now, watching us live on my Facebook page, BF Resort Village House and Lot by Lyra Sanchez Realty, on my YouTube channel, Lyra Sanchez Realty, and listening on my podcast on Spotify, Lyra Sanchez Realty Live. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And Miss Ada, you're the best.
Oh, it's an honor to be your guest. It's my pleasure anytime. It's the only way I could pay you back for all the good things that you have done to us.
Thank you so much, Miss Ada. Thank you, Jo, for watching. Thank you to Gail and to
Gail is here, my technical person.
Our technical director, Miss Gail Belvis. Thank you so much. All the best to you and family. Of course, I'll see you soon, very soon.
See you around.
See you around, actually.
See you around.
We're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors. So see you around.
We have a new neighbor. Our buyer
we have a new neighbor and a new friend.
A new friend.
Yeah.
Who will be my next guest? Hindi pa niya alam. Siguro pag naka-move in na siya. Siguro pa naka-move in na, nakapag-house blessing na tayo para nakasettle in na siya. Nakasettle in na. You will be my next guest.
He's doing some repairs there.
Yeah.
Nagpunta ako kanina doon sa bahay niya. Talagang binisita talaga, grabe. Baka sabihin naman niya na, napaka naman to ni Ada, napaka kulit, mothering. Mothering masyado.
He appreciates it naman. Wala si nanay dito eh. Wala si nanay eh. Nasa Mindoro si nanay eh. I think he appreciates it. That someone's, looking after him. Mothering him. I think he appreciates it naman. Naman kasi yung ating buyer eh. He's a wonderful guy.
He's so wonderful. And you see, Lyra, your goodness to me also emanates from the other person around you. Tingnan mo. Buyer mo ako, and then we met another person, nagbenta ako through you, and then
seller ka.
Seller ako niya, buyer ko siya, di ba? Because of you. So parang ang friendship is just paikot-ikot na yung friendship mo.
Lumalaki yung ating yung friendship circle natin, lumalaki. Galing. Yay! Saya. Thank you so much, Ada, for doing this. This is my dream. Thank you for fulfilling my dream.
Anything for a friend. Yun nga lang ang ko eh. Yun nga lang yung parang maibibigay ko. Yung kapalit sa lahat ng tulong. Ang dami nun. Even ear, di ba? Ear. Pareho tayo.
Yes, and I'm always here naman for you. I'm always here. You're a dear friend. Always here for you. Thank you again. And oo nga, na-pass our bedtime na.
Oo nga, ano. So, is this a goodbye na? A good night?
Good night.
Ano na?
Thank you. Yes.
This
Good
a
night.
wrap.
It's a wrap!
It's a wrap.
It's a
Thank you,
wrap.
Lyra. Tapos na. Hindi na ako kinabahan.
It was so much fun. I had so much fun having you. Thank you.
So, ikaw na sign off. Ikaw na mag-cut.
Again. Thank you so much, Miss Ada. Good night.
Thank you, Lyra.
See you around.
See you around.
Bye. Wow. That was the first episode of Real Stories Behind Real Estate, featuring my beloved client friend, Miss Ada Belvis. Wow, it's been a journey. It has been such a journey, helping Ada buy their dream home. It was my honor and privilege to be of service to them. It was my mission to fulfill their dreams. So thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who are watching from my Facebook page, Via Resort Village House and Lot by Lyra Sanchez Realty, and on my YouTube channel, Lyra Sanchez Realty. And for those of you who are listening to my podcast, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you again next time. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. Thank you, everyone. Good night and God bless. Stay safe.